Good morning to all. Dear students, today we will find electric field of an electric dipole at axial point. For that, you must recall electric dipole, dipole direction, as per convention, dipole moment vector, electric field of a point charge by Coulomb's law, and superposition principle for electric field. We are going to use electric field of a point charge and principle of superposition to find out the electric field at the axial line. Now for recalling, an electric dipole is a pair of equal and opposite point charges q and minus q, which are separated by a small distance 2a. The line connecting the two charges defines the direction in the space. As per convention, direction of dipole or direction of dipole moment vector is taken from minus q to plus q charge. The vector p, dipole moment vector, is given by q into 2a vector or q into 2a into p unit vector. Unit vector is from always negative to positive charge. Remember, as a whole, the electric dipole net charge is 0. However, the field will not be 0 because of the separation between minus q and plus q. At any point charge minus q and point charge plus q will be at different distances. Now, let us see how do we find out the electric field at the axial point. Remember, all locations are taken for points with respect to the center of the dipole. Whenever dipole as a whole entity, whenever you are taking any point, then take its position with respect to the center O. So let us consider a point P on the side of plus q charge in the dipole direction at a distance r from the center. So you have chosen point P, which is on the positive side of positive plus q charge, and it is at a distance r from O. Now we will find out the electric field at point P by plus q charge and by minus q charge. After finding both the fields, we will apply a principle of superposition. So the field at point P due to plus q charge is E plus q equals 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by bp square p unit vector. Now this bp distance is the distance of plus q with respect to p. Because your p position from O is r, OB is a, your dipole length was 2a, so OB is a. So the distance bp left is r minus a. So we replace bp by r minus a, and your E plus q becomes 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r minus a square whole square p unit vector. See, your E plus q is in the direction of p unit vector, that is from negative charge towards positive charge, bp. Now you find out electric field at point P due to minus q charge. Your minus q charge is with respect to P at a distance AP. Since A to O is A and O to P is R, so net distance would become your AP. So E minus Q is minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by AP square P unit vector. The AP square will be replaced by R plus A whole square. Negative sign is there because now you are finding field at P due to minus q charge, which will be inward in direction PA, that is opposite to your P unit vector. So the negative sign appears. Now you have equation 1 for E plus Q, you have equation 2 for E minus Q. Now apply principle of superposition. E axial would be equal to vectorially E plus Q vector and E minus Q vector. Just place the values of E plus Q and E minus Q vector from equation 1 and 2. On putting these two values, now we have to do just simple mathematics. When the two values have been placed for the field due to a plus charge and field due to a minus charge, you can take q by 4 pi epsilon naught as well as p unit vector common outside the bracket, and you will be left within the bracket as 1 by r minus a whole square minus 1 by r plus a whole square. If you take the LCM, it will become r square minus a square whole square. Values will be on numerator as r plus a whole square minus r minus a whole square. So complete equation is q by 4 pi epsilon naught inside the bracket r plus a whole square minus r minus a whole square upon r square minus a square whole square into p unit vector. Now solve this numerator part. You will get the value as 4ar, and it will become q by 4 pi epsilon naught 4ar by r square minus a square whole square p unit vector. Now we break 4a into 2 and 2a, take 2a with q and adjust q to 2qa as dipole moment magnitude. So your formula will be written as now 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2 and then 2qa into r by r square minus a square whole square p unit vector. 2qa, the magnitude is 2pr. So E axial is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2pr by r square minus a square whole square p unit vector. This is the final value of E axial. However, at large distances, that is when dipoles are short and your points are at large distance, r is much greater than a. Dipole field does not involve q and 2a separate and are characterized by dipole moment p only. That is why instead of keeping the value in terms of 4ar, we place it in terms of p 2pr. Also, in the denominator, you will now neglect a square with respect to r square, and you'll be left with r to the power 4. 1 r would cancel, and finally the E axial for large distances would come out to be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p vector by r cube. You can look at the formula. The E field is in the direction of electric dipole moment. So always from negative to positive along p unit vector. Electric dipole field falls much faster with distance. E dipole is inversely proportional to r cube. You can see that for a point charge, your E had fallen as 1 by r square. That is, it was inversely proportional to r square. But in the case of electric dipole, its value is falling as inverse of r cube. So when you draw a plot between E and r for dipole, it will be a steep hyperbole. Now we will talk some important points. Children, we have taken the point P on the positive side of the plus Q charge. This is for convenience because it will be in the direction of P vector. So calculations will be much easier. However, one can take P point on the negatives on the side of the negative charge also. In that case also, your electric field will come out parallel to the P vector only with the same value. Also, if you have short dipoles or point dipoles, that can be shown by dipole moment vector P only. You don't need Q and 2a separately. Let us see how. Consider two short point dipoles are placed along a line opposite to each other, certain distance apart. Now this statement can be shown in the figure as P1 you take as a point dipole, P2 as take point dipole. Since both are placed opposite along a line, so you can see that P1 vector and P2 vector both are shown in opposite direction. One can find out on the line somewhere the field to be 0 also. In the line joining P1 and P2, one can find out somewhere field to be 0, because if look at the picture, you can further find out that field due to P1 at O is along E1 and field due to P2 is along E2. E2 is parallel to P2, E1 is parallel to P1, but for point O, they are in opposite direction. So one can apply the principle of superposition, find the electric field by P1 and P2 and apply the conditions for the field to be 0, which is already shown here as E1 and E2 opposite. Only you have to take the mod of E1 and mod of E2 due to P1 and P2 equal and find out the distance with respect to any one of the dipoles. Now let's do one numerical which is based on the electric field at an axial point. Two charges plus minus 10 microcoulomb are placed 5.00 mm apart. Find electric field at a point P on the axis of the dipole 15 cm away from its center O on the side of the positive charge. Now you can see that the two charges given are plus minus 10 microcoulomb. So let us put in the form of a diagram. At point A, we place minus 10 microcoulomb charge. At point B, we place plus 10 microcoulomb charge. The length of the dipole is given as 5 mm. Take the point P on the side of the positive charge at a distance 15 cm from the center. Now you check your 2A is 5 mm. So that is 0.5 centimeter and your A is 0.25 centimeter. Now we will here check whether R is much greater than A or not. So divide R by A, which is 15 centimeter divided by 0.25 centimeter, which gives you 60, which is very large value. So in that case, one can directly use the formula of E axial as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught to P by R cube. Okay, now we'll calculate P. P is Q into 2A. Q must be taken in coulombs. So 10 into 10 to the power minus 6. 2A, the value is 5 mm, that is 5 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. When you place the value of P comes out to be 5 into 10 to the power minus 8 coulomb meter. Now in the formula of E axial, you have to place the value of 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught to P and R cube. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is 9 into 10 to the power 9 multiplied by 2. P you have calculated 5 into 10 to the power minus 8. Divide by 15 into 10 to the power minus 2 whole cube. The value comes out as 2.66 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per coulomb. This field will be along the dipole moment vector, that is along, net field will be always along AP as we have found. So the value final is 2.66 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per coulomb along the vector dipole moment vector minus charge to plus charge. So here we end this. I hope that the concept of electric field at the axial point is developed and understood. Thank you children, and we meet soon again. Thank you.